And this was a supposed aftermath that had been anticipated by whether any person delivered or failed to deliver in the by-elections, even as we generally consider now the outcome of the elections and whether the united opposition feel that they lost and who won in terms of perception. Now, in as far as the choice of running mate for 2027 for the president, there are statements that had been made that once Professor Kithure Kindiki fails to deliver Mbeere North, then he's out. He delivered. ODM have made a demand that that position of running mate, and I'm not talking about deputy president, I'm talking about running mate come 2027, that they will not go short of that. That party delivered Kasipul. Western Kenya, there's a consideration for Musalia Mudavadi. He also delivered Malava. On one hand, that debate is on the broad-based side. Will that, now that the field is open, now I'm talking to you, Senator, will that affect the workings of the united opposition in how they pick their main candidate and the running mate as well?
Thank you, Fred. Allow me to...
And we don't have a lot of time, we have just about...
Yes, but quickly to tell DMM, yes. DMM has told me that I'm doing selective listening. I think selective listening is better than somebody who does not listen to himself. He had not listened to himself say that he would have expected that communique to come from the spokesperson who is Mukisa Kitui. He mentioned Mukisa Kitui. But now he says that I did selective thinking. I just want to request him that he should listen to himself when he's talking, because it can be embarrassing when you say something and you forget that you said it. And you know, DMM, though older than me, I went to school with his younger brother, but he's not that old. He cannot be that he is suffering from dementia. So just listen to yourself, my brother, my elder brother. And I also want to tell Meshach that when somebody makes a comment in maybe mother tongue, I mean, it is made by everybody in this country. Nobody doesn't know that even President Ruto himself, sometimes when he's in Kalenjin land, where he comes from, sometimes he switches into his mother tongue, notwithstanding the fact that, of course, there are many people in any presidential function that may not be necessarily Kalenjin. So what I am very much opposed to is a matter of, is the fact that, or is the issue of that when Rigathi Gachagua mentions any Kikuyu word, then it becomes tribalism, but everybody else is allowed to do that. I mean, when there were, the country was laying to rest, the Honorable the late Prime Minister, of course, there were also some Luo comments, Joey and what have you. You cannot say that that is tribalism, and there were many people even from outside this country that were there. So what we are saying is let Rigathi Gachagua be allowed to be just like any other Kenyan. I mean, I will not talk to DMM. I mean, everybody will throw a vernacular word here and there, especially when they are there. So it cannot be branded as tribalism. But now, you have talked about 2027 and the angle that it is going to take, especially as far as the picking of the running mate by President William Ruto is concerned. One, you have said that Kindiki delivered the Mbeere North seat. I don't think he did. I mean, and we don't have time, but if you go to the, to the intricacies and into the details of how that win in quotes came, and of course, it was reported that CS Rocco was able to raid a particular polling station, and chase away everybody. I mean, and he, I believe he ordered the declaration of results as this one. I mean, that is not delivery. Then the amount of money that was, invested by government in Mbeere and government presence. There is a time all the PSCs were sent there, all the CSCs. And then even after, robbing Gitifuri police station, it's a difference of about 500, about 400 votes. You do not call that, you cannot say that Kindiki delivered. In fact, William Ruto, if he was going to be frank with you, he would tell you that Kindiki did not deliver because the whole government had been transferred to Mbeere North, and so to transfer the whole government to Mbeere North, and then you rob, because it's not even stealing, you rob a particular polling station, and the difference is 400. That is not delivered. And I have told you, Fred, and I have said it many times here, and I want to repeat it. Kithure Kindiki will not be picked by William Ruto as a running mate, because William Ruto's game plan lies with just one community, two communities. Of course, I'll be accused of saying again, of being tribalistic again, because anybody, if you come from the mountain and you mention a particular community, then you are tribalistic. William Ruto's game plan is actually founded or premised on two communities, the Luo community and the Somali community. Okay. And like you have rightly put it, ODM, but basically the Luo community have demanded that they have said, actually, they are not going to go for anything less than deputy.
The final question I had for you was, will that choice affect the positioning of the united opposition as far as selection of running mate or presidential candidate?
Yes, but allow me also to tell you that Musalia Mudavadi also did not deliver, Malawi. In fact, cruel and cruel, shady as he is, but Farouk Kibet actually did much, much more than anybody else in government. Right. I know Farouk Kibet does very bad things, but give it to him, the few votes that they had before they stole, you could attribute them to Farouk Kibet and not Mudavadi. And so the choice of President Ruto's, running mate, and you can take this to the bank, will come from the Luo community.
All right. Thank you. Nyutu is one very